What is your funniest school story? User Beck_star98. 6 years ago. Funniest school story, June time, 2013. The weather was blazing. Everyone was eager to go for lunch and sit on the grass outside. Time seemed to be dragging as everyone urged the clock to go faster and the school bell to ring. I was sat in French class behind this quite large, arrogant, chubby guy who always managed to pick on someone in some way or another. But this one particular day he looked rather uncomfortable, shaking his leg up and down, wouldn't stop rocking on his chair. He put his hand up and said he needed to go to the loo, but the teacher insisted he'd wait until the bell went. Anyway, a few minutes passed. He carried on rocking and suddenly he sat still, just frozen still with the most worrying facial expression on his face. The whole class started to fill with the aroma of poo. Or fart. Sure enough, he had let one of the most horrendous smelling farts off. The classroom was boiling due to the summer heat, so this made the smell worse. People starting smelling it. The sound of "you" and "oh my god, I'm gonna puke" surrounded the room. I was almost heaving. I could taste this horrid smell, let alone have it wafting up my nose. Fast forward a few moments later, the dinner bell rung. Before the teacher could even dismiss us, he was off, jumped up from his chair in the biggest hurry and ran out of the door. I caught a glimpse of the back of his trousers. He must have split them somehow, or maybe when he did this fart. This is when I, and the rest of the classroom, discover it wasn't just a fart. He had followed through. The gray chair he was sitting on now was decorated with a fresh brown poo stain. He had S***T himself, basically. I can still remember the smell to this day. We rushed out of class desperately to escape this smell, and the sight of poo on the chair, and we see him rushing out of the toilets at the end of the corridor into the principal's office. I am still heaving at this point, so I make the mistake of going into the toilet, and it's there, in the sink. He must have been in a hurry. The school bully who thought he was above everybody else had in fact done a poo in the sink. The smell was overwhelming. I ran outside heaving and trying not to vomit. I understand he could have maybe been poorly, but the sink? Anyway, fast forward to the next day and there's a school assembly about the discovery in the sink the previous day. Principal is explaining that it's totally unacceptable as it's the second time it's happened in our school and how we are human beings, not animals. Safe to say I heard receding footsteps and there is he, walking out the doors and was nowhere to be seen for the rest of the day. Or the next 2 days. Passed by him on the Friday on my way to class, asked him nicely, "You feeling better now after the poo incident?" Never heard a nasty comment from him ever again. Beaming face with smiling eyes, ha 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 ha.